How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is another entry in my recut long play series where I'm taking some older vlogs that were spread out over the course of 3, 4, 5, 6 videos, and I'm putting them together, trimming the fat off here and there, removing bits that aren't quite as necessary, and just in a way to sort of go down memory lane with my own videos and to just re-experience the times before I was living in the van full time. In this video, this was the very first time that I took my build and crossed the provincial border into BC to go see my little brother and sister-in-law at their new property in BC. They had been living there for about a week's time, and I had my little girl with me on the trip. It was the first solo daddy trip with the little girl, so it was a little shorter compared to most of my videos, but it was such a memorable time and it was such a beautiful time of year. I had a lot of fun putting this one back together, and I hope you all enjoy it. That's not very bright. Uh-oh. Okay, hang on. That's just the LEDs. So I guess it's pretty bright, but I wonder if I can... Oh, that's much better. Awesome. Using the light that I use when I do my movie reviews. Running completely off battery power of the van right now, which is kind of cool. I have been building out a Chevy Express 2500, turning it into my full-time home. And in this entry, I've just started doing an intro for the trip that's coming up. So I'm headed to BC tomorrow, out to my little brother's farm out there. He moved last summer 2020. I'm headed out there tomorrow, and I'm taking my daughter. So I've been talking about this trip a lot on my vlogs, and if you follow my videos and you know everything that I've been doing, Lindsay will be there as well. We will absolutely get a crib game in at some point, but I don't know exactly how much filming I will be able to do. A trip like this should have gotten me 10 videos the way I film. But the fact that I will be chasing around a 15.5-month-old girl, making sure, you know, she doesn't get eaten by a bear or some other crazy thing, I don't know how much filming I'll be able to do. So I just wanted to do, I know I want to do at least one video, and I will do as much shooting as I can, because where I'm going is about, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes from a town that I went to my entire life. It used to be our summer place. My parents actually used to own a small chunk of property in this town. It's a town called New Denver, BC, about an hour from Nelson, if you're familiar with the area. So I definitely want to take some footage of that place, because that was my happy place. That was my like go-to place in my mind, and I got so excited going there every summer. Lindsay and I, for sure, I don't know who else might join us, we'll go there one day this weekend. And I will show you around as much as I can, and then I'm sure I'll head back there in the future as well. And I'll get as much of the drive as I can, because it's a beautiful drive. The drive from Alberta to BC is gorgeous, to say the least. Who knows? I say now I'm only going to get one video. Knowing me, I'll still get like 7. But I am very much looking forward to the time with my daughter, just to be out there. She hasn't been there since last year. I mean, neither have I. But last year was her first time, and she was like a potato. Sorry, the spice rack's in the way. We're heading off early tomorrow morning. My daughter will be getting dropped off by her mom, and we will be hitting the road. I'm hauling the boat out to Byron's as well, because the house sold, so we figured we might as well get it out of here and out there for now. If you watched some of my previous videos, you know I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with the boat, whether I was going to take it out to Byron's or if I was going to find a place here in the city to store it. Byron's is a lot more cost effective. Thanks, buddy. Love you. So yeah, what am I doing right now? I figured, well, let's make it a video of as many faces as possible. Did I just break it? No, we're good. I'm installing another cabinet door right here below you, over that area where I had the boat battery originally. But since I've got the batteries at the back under the bed now, this area is a great space. I've got like my oil in here, extra vinegar, big bottles of water, maybe the bottle of tequila. So I just need to close it off. So I cut a piece of MDF to size. I've got the same handles, latches, and hinges that every other door here has in the van. So I was just going to quickly install this so all this stuff doesn't come flying out on the road tomorrow. And now it's getting warm in here. It was surprisingly cold today for September 1st. Wind picked up and made everything chilly. Oh well, hang on. This is another one of my van sweaters. I keep saying I got about 14 of them, and it's true. However, I just gave 2 away to my niece, who was here not too long ago. I tried to give 2 away to my nephew as well, but he's a giant now and bigger than me, so if they don't fit me, this is another one that still fits me. I'm very happy about that because I really like this color. There's a chance that I cut this piece of wood wrong, and now even once it's on here with hinges, it's not gonna... Yeah, that's what I thought. It'll still work though. Let me just slap this all together and I'll show you once I'm done. Well, here, hang on. Okay, so that's the area that I'm covering up right now. I had this bag of chips in there. Door, where's that panel? It's just going right here, right? Hinges on this side, handle on this side, and then the latch I'll probably mount it up here. That'll make the most sense. So let me do that, and then I will show you once it's done. Hey, got her done. Perfect, right? So these self-closing hinges are really good. It kind of gives them a nice little bit of tension. You get to a certain point where it will pull itself close. Absolutely. And then again, just same little plastic handle like we have everywhere. So it matches all of that, which is awesome. And then these little latches that I've been using everywhere, they're called, what are they called? Roller catch antique copper. Anyways, it's a roller catch latch is how I found it. We used to have these in the trailer that we had parked on that property, actually, that I mentioned in New Denver. Kind of serendipitous how I'm installing this, talking about that, and I just mentioned the New Denver place. I didn't plan that. So that was fairly easy. I was saying these are the hardest to install. They're easy when it's a cabinet that you are building outside of the van, but when it's already something that's in here, there's no way to get around behind, right? So you kind of have to guess when you're attaching this and that, but you can kind of see, if you look closely, you can see way up there. That was my first attempt. Second attempt worked great, and I had to use a manual screwdriver because the drill and stuff wouldn't fit in here. So now I've put some real elbow grease into this fan. Just kidding, I put a lot of that in already. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Ooh, I wonder if this is steeped properly yet. Delicious peppermint tea. Still working on those gut issues, but I'm doing a lot better. I don't know if it's what I've been eating, what I haven't been eating, the intermittent fasting I've been trying. Who knows? But it's feeling a lot better as a quick update to that. That's all I'm going to do tonight, except now I got all this yuck. I got to clean all this up, get the vacuum in here, and get it ready before we hit the road first thing in the morning. So I'm going to leave this for now, and I will see you guys in the morning. Have a good night. And good morning. We are pretty much ready to go. I've just been getting the last few things all packed up. Big trips like this always cause little bits of stress because you never know, what am I going to forget? What can I not live without? Pretty soon that shouldn't be a problem once we're in the van full time. So, let me see. Yeah. Got everything loaded up here. Plenty of supplies. Should be good to go. Also using the van as a means of transportating some of my parents' few things out to the farm so that if they end up moving to BC themselves, a lot easier to get a hold of. And like I said, we're bringing the boat. We got it loaded up. I threw like 3 or 4 tarps under here. Hopefully that's enough. I have no idea what the winters are like in BC, but I'm also planning on going back out at least one more time before the end of the year. At least. Byron, hold me to it. But yeah. Everything else packed up in here, pretty much ready to go. Just got to attach that, and we'll be on our way. So we made it. I didn't do a lot of filming, but we are here. There he is. We found sanctuary, and there's a kitty running around behind me. There he goes. So yeah, not a lot of filming happening this time, but I've already made the decision that I'll probably be coming out here in October, a little bit more solo, so we'll catalog the drive a bit better then. But yeah, we're here. Everybody knows this guy. Good morning. Figured I'd do a little bit of an update at the very least. Well, my daughter is with her grandparents in their RV, which is right over there. This is quite a nice feeling to be out here with everybody for sure. First night done. Feels weird to not be vlogging my first trip out here doing the whole van thing. But again, this is all about my kid, and I'm having a blast with her. So we woke up nice and early. We were probably the first two people awake, which is kind of weird. If you own a farm, aren't you supposed to be rising at the crack of dawn? I'll have to ask Byron later. But anyway, we walked down to the water first thing in the morning. Had some breakfast. It was super cool, super fun. I need to start remembering to look at the camera. I don't really know what the plan is for today. Although when it comes to the bed, there's a lot of stuff I need to do as my window installation falls off. Yeah, so I put everything away already. This is where we had breakfast. Right, cute. Yeah. Anyway, I slept in here. My daughter slept in the house in the spare bedroom, and I was still using the air mattress like I mentioned before. Now my second air mattress has a hole in it. The first air mattress that I used during the maiden voyage to Beaver Mines, it apparently had a hole in it according to my cousin and my aunt. And now this one does as well. I was using it the last handful of nights when my niece and nephew were visiting, and it was just fine. But now here it deflated twice tonight. Obviously I reinflated it once. So I'm gonna have to go into town and see if I can find a foam, because that sucked. So yeah, we'll see what the plan is for today. Get this day going, and like normal, we'll see what kind of footage we get. All right, when your brother buys a coffee shop and gives you merch, you choose the coolest one ever. And by coolest, I mean literally cooler. Everybody else here, my entire family's running around with long sleeve sweatshirts on, and I kid you not, it is warm all of a sudden. So taking a little bit of a break from being a dad. Well, I guess not really, because you never get to take a break from doing that, but she is napping. So we were just hanging out. As soon as she's done napping, we're going into town with Lindsay and Sadie. Gonna look for a foam so I can have a little bit more of a comfortable sleep tonight, and whatever else sort of nonsense we can get up to. Lindsay's down at her tent right now, enjoying a little bit of relaxation. Sadie went down to the water with Byron and a bunch of our other family members. Remember I said break from daddy detail? Nope. Let's go clean some bottles and then maybe go visit Lindsay. Mosquitoes here are out of control. Maybe next summer we'll work on getting rid of that tan line properly. Oh, and we've already learned I need a place to put laundry storage in the van for sure. Nice thing about taking this van out on all these occasions. Every single time. I learned a little bit something new about what we need in the van. My sister-in-law's got music playing. I'm not sure how to turn it off, so I'm not gonna let this clip go on for too much longer because I don't feel like getting a copyright strike. So just dads out there, take the opportunity while your kids sleep, keep the monitor nice and close, and clean her dishes while she sleeps. Here's some music that I own the rights to. Now, I may or may not get people asking me, well, Matt, if you're out doing this van life stuff, visiting your family with your daughter, where's your daughter? Well, I mean, there's her boots. That means she exists, right? But I get it. So we might as well get that awkward conversation out of the way right now. Is that I've got an agreement with her mom to not put her in any more of my videos. She showed up in a couple of the early vlog entries when I was doing maintenance on the van and whatnot. But you know, her mom didn't like the idea of that, and sorry, just getting a chair so we can go visit Lindsay. I found that the path of least resistance was to just agree with her and go along with it, because again, leading into the whole negativity thing. I'm going the wrong way. Let's go this way. Sometimes just give in on certain things. When she gets older, I'm sure she'll crop up here and there, but we'll see. Other dads out there, other single dads, you probably know exactly what I mean when I say path of least resistance. That is what it is. So if anybody out there was wondering why this video is about camping with my daughter, and I don't show my daughter, that's why. Let's go visit Lindsay. this. So Lindsay and I are heading into town. She's following me. I made a comment before we left. I gotta remember to do that, which was take my Converse off the roof of the van, because I put them up to this morning because after Brooklyn and I walked down to the water, like very first thing in the morning, everything was super wet and it was muddy and my shoes soaked through. So I put them up on the roof of the van to dry out. I did not remember to take them off the roof. I saw one fly off, but I had two people behind me, and now I don't see Lindsay. I think her and Sadie may have stopped to pick up my shoes. If that's the case, I had to document that. I noticed that she did it, and thank you very much. I just happened to fall behind and didn't get my shoes well. Keep up. Oh my gosh, your pro tip, you put your shoes on the roof, remember, take them off. We'll find out. All right, moment of truth. Let's see. She's got the one.
The other one's there. I was like, of course it's going to be there.
Oh, I can't believe it. Yep, there it is. Thank you for getting my Converse. There's a thumbnail. So as an aside, when he's not, doing stunts on the new Predator movie and XYZ, this is actually the cute little coffee shop that Byron works at. I've never been in there, and he's not working today, so I'm probably not going to go in. But that's pretty cool. Now, this is apparently the one that he's purchased with my sister-in-law, his wife, and our cousin. So, right? To our local and valued customers, Mountain Top Coffee has officially sold, because I was going to say we bought it. I didn't buy anything. The new owners take possession September 14th and will resume operation sometime thereafter. Please bear with us through this transition period. We will see you all again in a few weeks. Thank you for all the continued support. MTCC staff. Booyah! Cool. It's a cute little spot. I don't mind it at all.
Oh, look at dog bowl.
Hopefully the pandemic doesn't crush it, because that would be obnoxious.
Dog bowl.
Right? Dog bowl for the dogs? I was going to say water bowl.
Dog bowl right up there.
I like it. 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. They must be open the absolute latest out of everything in this town.
It's really hot in there.
It does. That's Sadie. She's my compatriot on this adventure. Stopped here to check out the boat launch for tomorrow. The lake feels great. It's very cold, but it's a beautiful spot. This is a good time of day to be here, obviously. There's nobody else here. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. It is blowing a little bit around my hand. I can feel it. So hopefully the microphone's not too messed up. But yeah, it is gorgeous out here. Like, just look. Oh, there's a few people over there. I guess there's a bit of a popular beach. But yeah, the boat launch itself, quite quiet. And it's a huge boat launch too. Really, that goes up forever. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Nice little spot. So we're coming back here tomorrow with the boat, and we will see what kind of nonsense we can get up to there. Again, probably won't be filming as much as I did when Byron and I took the boat to Kananaskis.
Let me show you. Oh.
Good morning. Here's another impromptu entry into whatever this vlog ends up being. Y'all know her to my right. What? It's the second morning. Waking up in what we affectionately call sanctuary. Well, Byron does. I happen to agree with him. House way up there. Awesome cousin to my right. Little girl below me. And we're just walking down to the water, killing some time, enjoying this beautiful weather. And Lindsay was just saying how nice it is to be able to put on basically a sweatshirt and still have the sun out and be comfortable. Isn't that true? Wow, the water's like glass. Love it. Okay, I'll show you when we get a little closer. All right, so we roll over the beam and there's Byron, buck naked. I guess this is his morning ritual and he didn't know we were coming. We're gonna have to throw up a sensor block or something. Good. Oh, nice butt. Hi. Oh, hi. Hi, Harco. Good girl. Here comes the other one. Hi, Trey. Hi. Hi, buddy. Hi.
Yeah.
Is it your turn? Hi. Oh. Hi. Yeah, that'll be my brother. Oh, he put on some underwear. That was awfully nice of him. All right, YouTube, let's go check it out. I knew I should have filmed it. Lindsay and I passed his boots on the path, like way up there. Like, why are there a pair of boots just here? What other shoes did you wear? Just your bare feet?
The ones that God gave me.
This place has so much thumbnail potential, it's stupid. What do you think? Do you want to get out and go see the water? She's gonna get all the way in and she's gonna be soaked. Aren't you? Yeah, okay, all right. I gotta go get the little girl out of her stroller. Hey, you.
I know that.
All right, you ready, Des? You ready? Go get it.
Bring it back, Harko.
I can throw better than that. I promise.
Take it back.
Come here.
Take it back. Take it back.
All right, hang on. Ready? One more. This left-handed moron throwing a ball. Hi, Arco. Oh, that's what she thinks of me. All right, you do it again? Here, I'll do it right-handed. Hang on. All right. You ready? She should go in the water, though, eh?
Oh, yeah.
She'll go in the water? Like
Not
this?
too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go, Harko. Just go sit through, Dave. Bring it back, Harko. All the way. All the way. Come on.
Oh, I'm gonna leave it here. You made me get in the water and I'm done. Bruise. I realize I haven't really given much information on exactly where I am, and I won't be disclosing said location. Y'all can call it Sanctuary. That's what we call it.
The Crimson Raiders.
The Crimson Raiders. Yeah, this is a pretty dope spot. This would be the balcony and the view Byron gets to wake up to every morning, or fall asleep to every night.
Kind of both.
Kind of both. He's very stoic when he's thinking about things.
Sanctuary.
I need help.
Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Breakfast brews.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To freedom.
To the revolution.
You definitely have to have a certain mindset if you're gonna live out here. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's see how well these work like this. Hang on. Yeah. Let's
Double
see.
zoom the inside.
Oh, it's not gonna focus. Oh, shit. There we go.
Yeah.
Wait. Gotta get the lens right up against there. Oh, there we go. Cool. So there's the other side of the lake across from Byron's property. Ooh. You gotta kind of move in tandem. It's weird how it gets all. Okay, focus. That's funny. Nice. Here's Will. This is my cousin. He lives in Kelowna, but he spends most of his time here, and he's probably moving here as soon as he can. Everybody's coming here. You probably should too. And that's my other cousin, David. Say hi.
Hi.
There we go. We're gonna say cousins. We just had an argument about it, but we're not getting into that because these are going down the rabbit hole of first cousin, second, 3 times removed. Shut up.
We're family.
It's my cousin David. Exactly. Family's family. And now he's he's looking for girls. Let's get serious.
In the beach.
Oh shit, there is one.
Wait, where? And go. Oh, we're in a bit of a tight spot here, boys. So there's a few dogs at this property. That's Atreides. This is Penny. Harkonnen's somewhere. Come on. I'm just gonna sit down on my rickety rocking chair. Somebody bring me a shotgun, please. I'm just kidding. Okay. It's like, hang on. Hey, am I gonna win? Am I about to win? How embarrassing for you, dog. Come on, Penny. Come on, Penny.
No, I got this.
Oh. Oh, you gave up. You gave up. You gave up. Oh, you gave up. Good girl. Okay, so for those of you who may not actually know, Byron is my little brother. He showed up in a few of the earlier vlogs. He was back in town. He on occasion does work on, let's just say, Hollywood productions. He's a stuntman. He went through all of that certification, and he does that and comes back, like I said, on occasion, because Alberta has quite a big presence, I guess, in the movie scene, the series scene, streaming series scenes that we live in these days. But him and his wife, my sister-in-law, live here in British Columbia, which is the next province over from Alberta. And our cousin David also lives here with them. They've been here just over a year. They moved in August of 2020. We all sort of pitched in to help move them out here. Well, I didn't do too much except come here and help unload the U-Haul. And they've done tons. I want to do a whole sort of walk around the property and show it off, because what they've done is actually thoroughly impressive. And they're living a lot of people's dreams for sure. On the drive in, we stopped at a little town for a rest, and I got talking to this mom at the playground with her kid, and I just started telling her where we were headed and what my family did, and she just, says, "Oh, I'm so jealous, he's living my dream." And you hear that a lot, so it's pretty cool that that's what they are doing. They've got chickens, they've got a whole garden, they've got a whole bunch of peach trees, and big plans, of course. And it's about, I say 5 acres. It's just under that, I think, but it backs onto Crown land, which is, I don't know, free, open land that you're not allowed to build on, but it makes it look like their property is a heck of a lot bigger than it actually is. So I'm hopefully going to be coming back here with Lindsay, maybe the end of this month, which it's September right now, or even next month, like I've been mentioning, and do a little bit more of a thorough walk through this whole place, because it's gorgeous. And while we're doing this, why don't we take a quick walk, maybe just through these gardens over here. Let's see if we can get through here. Ooh, this needs to be repaired. Maybe I should take a look at that later. But this, leave that there. This leads into their little garden area, which is super cool, right? And this is just the smallest part of this property. Not the smallest, but one of the smallest parts of this property. Right? You can hear a little stream running back there. Right, little sitting shed. They haven't done much with this yet. A very nice little area in here. And this comes all the way down here over this nice little bridge. Oh my goodness. Aries, you scared me. Come here, buddy. Just comes bolting out of the bush. Come here. This is Aries. He's one of 2 of their mousers on the farm. Hi, buddy. Aries, and Artemis is somewhere, but she's apparently in heat right now, so we don't see her much, but we do tend to hear her a lot. Anyway, continuing with this awesome little bridge over this, well, I'm gonna say koi pond, but it's not a koi pond. There are goldfish in there. My sister-in-law apparently stocked it, but they're hard to see. But yeah, and this is just look at this, right? My goodness gracious. BC is pretty much the best province in Canada. Not that every property in BC would be like this, but it's pretty dope here, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't like that it's taken me over a year to get back here, but life happens. So I'm doing my best to come out here and see them a bit more often. If I can make it out here 1 or 2 more times this year, that'll be awesome. But yeah, I'm having an absolute blast with my daughter. She's napping right now, and Lindsay's watching over the monitor for me, which is super nice of her. We are just, having our vacation, family vacation. Brooklyn was here last summer as well, but like I might have mentioned before, she was just a potato. So she doesn't remember anything. And she's having the time of her life for sure. And later today, once she wakes up, the plan is to take the boat and we're gonna drop it in the lake over at the provincial park that's just down the way, and enjoy some time on the water. That's it for today. And then tomorrow, we're going to drive into New Denver, which is a little town about 45 minutes away, which is my personal slice of paradise. It's a place we went to my entire life. Mine and Byron's parents actually used to own a bit of property there, so that was our summer place. That's what camping was for us growing up. And it's a cool little town nestled right in the mountains. A population of 500 or 600 people. Again, I'll film what I can, and if I can't get as much as I want, we'll go back there when we come back next time as well. So, launched the boat very successfully. We are all over here on some random beach that we found. We went all the way back to Byron's place and yelled at him to come down and see us, but alas, he heard us not. So, yeah, we're just gonna hang out here, and this is pretty cool. This must be left over from mine and Byron's trip to Kananaskis. Let me see how I can do this. Actually, whatever. I opened up the bow of the boat, and boom, 2 Luckies left over. Lucky day! So we did make it to New Denver. Lindsay, Sadie, and Brooklyn and I, they're all over there just kind of enjoying the water. This place is my single most favorite place in the entire world, hands down. Having spent the last 3 days at Byron's property, it is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but this will always be my paradise, and this is just the smallest slice of it. This is Slocan Lake in the Slocan Valley. I mean, and this is, look at it, it's a little smoky, it's a little overcast, but it still looks epic. If you look down there, you can see this lake is 40 miles long. There are sandy beaches that dot the opposite shoreline, which I would go to when I have my boat, which we didn't bring the boat. We're just hanging out. It's just a quick day trip. It's our last day out here. We're headed back to Calgary tomorrow. So I'm glad we made it here. A few vlog entries ago, I asked people, what is your special place? Well, this is mine, and I would love to be able to go into why in a little bit more detail and give a little bit more of my history with this place and what it actually means to me. Brooklyn's over there playing with rocks and throwing them in the boat that Lindsay got her. I'm sad that I can't do more while I'm here, but it's, you know, sad's the wrong word. I'm just glad, I'm glad we made it. I hate when a year goes by and I don't get out here. So it's definitely a place like to come. You want to be here for a minimum of 5 days. The fact that I'm so close, a day trip is fine. But if I was coming all the way from the city, a lot longer for sure. But yeah, this is just a little preview of a future vlog entry for sure. So I'm gonna leave it there, get back to the family, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay, that's kind of fun. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Impromptu crib game for this vlog entry. Crib game for this vlog entry. Everybody's gotta be really quiet though. Brooklyn's having a nap. So Lindsay and I are gonna get in game number 6, I believe. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, right before I started the camera, Lindsay's just like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to camp again in 2 weeks. She's been going back and forth because it's so late in the year. We were planning on camping like straight into October. And I don't know if it's just doubt you've been giving yourself, or maybe like outside influence, like her parents were saying, you're not gonna want to, you're gonna be exhausted, you're gonna be burned out, and it's gonna be cold. She started to second guess and be like, yeah, maybe not. But now being here, doing all this again, she's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna be ready in like 2 weeks. I don't blame her. She also just said, here, have this chunk of brie. We're roughing it. So that's what I'm about to do.
Yeah, and then he whipped out his knife, blew on it, and was like, all right.
Here we go.
What are we eating?
Cut the brie. What are we eating? Pro tip, always eat from the back of the knife blade forward. You don't. You do not. Like, this is down to the nitty gritty here. We are literally 13. And I don't count first. Oh no, do you have it?
Yep.
No! I tasted greatness for just a moment. Okay, so I was at 115 points. I don't know if that's how you score it. When I'm editing this, I'm right before the 115 line. Good game.
Good game.
Mistakes were made.
It was a good game though.
Mm-hmm. And we made it back to the city. It is late. Well, it's not that late. It's 9 o'clock at night, but that was a long drive. Brooklyn did great. She got a little sick. I think yesterday she was feeling under the weather. She had a very restless night. I ended up having to kind of basically lay with her all night, just powder bomb and keep her comfortable. And even then she was very restless all night. Sorry, you can't even see my face here. There we go. And anyways, she ended up falling asleep really solid at like 6 o'clock in the morning and slept through till 9. Well, it was 6 to 8 there. 7 to 9 here is an hour time difference, but anyways, I let her get like that solid 2 hours in the morning, which did delay things. I was able to get stuff done while she was sleeping though, which was nice. I got the boat moved down to the lower end of Byron's property, so the boat is now in BC and not here, which is a little weird. And then just got everything else packed up that needed to get packed up. There was of course stuff that accumulated over the weekend, garbage and whatnot, and a whole bunch of stuff here and there that all needed to get gathered up. Of course, all of Brooklyn's things, because if you have a very young baby, they usually travel with a few items, and they were kind of all over her room. I couldn't pack that up until she woke up. And she did really good on the drive home. It's about a 6.5 hour drive if you just power through, but with like purposeful stops like lunch, it can get up to 7.5 hours. And then with a baby, you got to stop a little bit more often because she tends to get a little fussy, which is normally fine. And she did really good between stopping, stretching her legs, having snacks, watching her baby shark stuff on the phone. She did really well until we hit bumper to bumper traffic about an hour outside the city, and that literally added an extra hour to the trip and stressed both of us out to no end. Yeah, but it was a incredible weekend altogether, regardless of that. And I proved to myself that Brooklyn does very well on trips and in the van. So I'm gonna leave this here. Lots of stuff to go over in coming entries of the vlog. So if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We would absolutely love to have you here. Hit the like button too, that really would help the video out, and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. This was the van's first trip across the provincial border into British Columbia, which is probably the best province in the country. I can't say it officially because I haven't been to all of them. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.